We got more clips from Minicamp and OTAs today. We're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs getting another look at Justyn Ross. We're watching him reel in a couple balls. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're going hard in the paint, looking at these rookies every single day this offseason, from rookie camp to OTAs, minicamp to training camp, everything in between. On top of that, we're looking at your favorite players, what they're doing behind the scenes. Click that button. Stop missing out on what your favorite players are doing. But we are looking at Justyn Ross. Quick, 2 plays. However, we want to talk a little bit of ball because a fascinating player to watch during training camp because he's on the bubble. They added some depth. They added some talent to the team. And now we get to see what happens. And he's a Cinderella story, that Disney story that we like to look at, that maybe he can circumvent the odds, maybe not. But watch him bring in these passes here. First one coming up, boom, downfield. I feel like this is the story of Justyn Ross. Every offseason, every camp, we're bringing in deep balls. The media team, the staff, is notating it. He's getting us excited. Last year, we saw that as well. The year prior, we saw that as well. Matter of fact, the first minicamp clip we covered, rookie camp clip, was on Justyn Ross. And that's what started this adventure. I think his days are almost numbered, but he's a huge Cinderella story if he can get back on top, get back to where he was at Clemson. I think the odds are heavily stacked against him. I don't think anyone's betting on him to carve out a huge role with this team. But when we watch training camp, we look for those guys on the back end of the roster. We look for those wide receivers who are trying to claw their way back up the relevancy. I ain't even talking about fantasy football production or anything like that. I'm talking about just being on the field, breathing on the grass. That much. That's what we're saying about Justyn Ross. He's a player with a lot of talent, but injuries, off the field issues, some weird stuff happened throughout his career. At one time, he was considered one of the best wide receivers in college football. And he had a massive injury, and we thought he wasn't even going to come back. We thought he wasn't going to come back. We thought his career was done. The fact that we're to this point is huge for him, is a huge win. The fact that he's even here catching these balls at minicamp and OTA is a huge win. We thought his career was done a long time ago. Then we had an injury with the Chiefs during his rookie season. Things just kept stacking against him. But when we get into camp, we make play after play after play. We saw that last year. Last year, they were talking him up a lot. And maybe that was an indicator to what the wide receiver depth chart was looking like last year and why they needed to bring in more talent at the wide receiver position like they did this year. Justyn Ross, though, when I think about him, he's one of those guys on the back end of a depth chart that I'm watching just to see what happens with him. As a fan, as a football fan, nothing really else. Can he make the team? Can he stick? And if he doesn't, where else does he go? Can he make an impact? The odds are against him. They're against him big time. We're too deep in his career. We've had a lot of injuries. We haven't been firing. We haven't been climbing the depth chart. His draft capital definitely says that. But when it comes to football, when it comes to training camp, there's players like this we love to pay attention to. Guys on the back end of the roster. What's going to happen with them, those training camp battles for spots. We love that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.